Alright, what is up guys? I'm Chad, this is Steph, and we are Touring Taste Buds. So, today we have a really kind of fun topic that is kind of getting closer and closer to each of our hearts. This is the top 5 things that we think anybody should know while on the road in an RV.
Yeah, it's basically the top 5 things that we learned the hard way in our first month of living full-time in our RV, in our Airstream. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with number 1.
Take it away.
Because I feel passionately about number 1. It seems obvious, but be as organized as possible and go like above and beyond your normal thought of organization because you can't be organized enough. Like we thought we were organized by designating each of these overhead compartments to certain things. That wasn't enough. We had to add bins within the bins. So just number 1, be so organized. More organized than you've ever been in any other place you've ever lived.
So number 2, know what you are towing.
Knowing you're towing.
Knowing you're towing. So for me, just a big thing for me is just basics. Know what your car can tow. Know everything and anything that you can about your car and the trailer in itself. We also added a weight distribution kit to top off my car's towing capacity at 10,000 no matter what. Yeah. Huge lifesaver, helps with just kind of control.
Also, I think for Chad too, like peace of mind. So
huge peace of mind.
The weight distribution kit also makes it just a lot easier on your car. So if you're planning on going on long trips, like we're going across the entire United States, so obviously we don't want to wear down our car immediately. Yeah. So just peace of mind to know that your car is kind of like taken care of and it's not as hard on it as it would be without it. So
for sure.
This is another one that is so important and it's super hard for us. We're still working on this to this day.
Hard.
But number 3 is go with the flow.
Yeah.
So you are not living in a normal routine anymore. You are not living in the same place all the time. At least for us. Like
you don't have a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartment anymore.
No, and you're not living in one like static location, which is a huge change. So just knowing to go with the flow. You're going to be moving around all the time. And things are not going to go how you expect them to go. Just know that up front.
Should we talk about the leveler?
An example is we pull into a campsite near Joshua Tree.
Yep. And
basically we back into the wrong spot, which is probably my fault. I'll take the blame. But basically, yeah, we pull into the wrong spot. Chad gets everything set up and I say, oh Chad, we're in the wrong spot.
The levelers are all down. Everything's leveled out. We're good to go. Power is plugged in.
Yeah. And so then
she breaks the news.
Chad gets a little upset.
A little upset.
And in an all-fired hurry, pulls the trailer out.
Well, I don't think I raised it all the way to the cranking part where it locks. And as I drove out, it fell down, hit the concrete, and broke off. So I'll take the blame for that.
There's so many things that happen that can make you so upset and just ruin your days or even ruin a whole stay or ruin tiny living in general just because like things are different and things are frustrating and things take getting used to.
I think that was just a really crucial thing, was just go with the flow. No, things are going to break, going to give you problems, and just be able to kind of handle those problems, and you may not fix them, but just be able to get through them together and be able to problem solve.
And just adjust. Major keeler.
Major keelers. But number 4 would be finding the right campsite for you.
It's hard.
It's very challenging because there's a ton of them out there that are perfect.
Yep.
It's just a matter of finding the right resources and tools to find the one that's right for you.
Yeah.
And asking the right questions.
So I think a big part of it is just knowing your requirements for each site you stay at. So I think, once again, that takes some getting used to and some finding out, which we didn't know everything we needed the first few times, which made it more difficult and made it challenging for us to get spots that were actually right for us. So, like, an example was we had a site in Lake Tahoe, and basically we told them we had a 24-foot trailer because we do. And then whenever we got there, we realized we could not fit in the spot, and it was like 9 p.m. Nobody was there, so we had to adjust and just pick a random spot that was there and hope nobody was supposed to be coming there. We just kind of saw a pull through
and did it.
But basically, like, we actually are 26 feet because we have something connected to the back that's like a storage bin. So just figuring that all out and being super clear on all your requirements for a campsite, so that way when you call and ask about availability, you have a lengthy checklist.
Yeah. 1 is letting them know that we are a 26-foot, not 24-foot, which is on us for saying 24 at the beginning. But now we know, we'll say 26 and just go bigger than what we are. 2 would be Wi-Fi. So both of us, like we said, she works and then I work. So we need the Wi-Fi. It's a huge thing for us.
Or cell service, so we can use our own Wi-Fi.
Or cell service. And so sometimes they are very, they aren't clear in communication on how good their Wi-Fi is, which is totally understandable because they want to sell you on their place.
Or sometimes reviews aren't accurate either, which we found out.
Yeah, sometimes reviews are not accurate either. It's all good. So yeah, so just be really clear and concise on asking and be very honest. Like, hey, we work. We need the Wi-Fi. And most of the times they'll either give you another Wi-Fi code, which they actually did for us in Redwoods. Super thankful for that. Or they'll just be honest and tell you guys, look, it's not the best spot. So yeah, that's another big thing. 5th and final thing, I can take it if you want. Just don't rely on technology. You know, it's a very hard topic now in 2018, considering that we are actually putting this through YouTube on technology. But don't rely on technology. Honestly, the big thing that we've had problems with is our maps. It really hasn't been reliable in that sense. So just being able to read a map, an actual paper map that you can fold and use and bend is crucial. So even though we are millennials, we still read a map.
Yeah, I think that goes along with also just double check. So if you have directions on one phone and you are relying on technology, plug it into your other phone too. Just make sure that those match up.
Or a computer.
So basically, yeah, just double check everything. And that's the same with weather too. Like, we were trying to find somewhere that was cooler and we're relying on our technology once again to tell us what the weather's going to be like. And my phone said something that was 20 degrees different than what Chad's phone said. So just once again, if you are relying on technology, make sure you're double checking or even triple checking. Or like when we showed up to Yosemite and expected it to be 70 and it was 90, just be like, well, okay, we only did one day there and then we had to leave, which is fine, but
perks of being in a tiny house. My bottom line takeaway is just go with the flow. Nothing is going to go perfect ever in life. So just be able to weather that and be able to just go a different route, or be able to just problem solve and do something else.
Adjust.
Yeah, so I think go with the flow is my #1 takeaway.
And mine is just be as prepared as possible. So, I mean, only so much is in your control and you need to understand that, but at the same time, you can control a lot of it, or just prepare yourself in advance and like wait on it.
So for any of you nomads on the go,
there you go,
full-time RVers, or anybody else that just is doing something similar, you know, don't get discouraged, don't get down, go with the flow and enjoy it. It's awesome, man. This is such a cool life. So yeah, we're out of here. Hope you guys enjoyed our top 5 things of full-time RV living.